Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Dungeons video. In this video I'm going to be showcasing a build that I dub the Lightning Wizard. So let's get right into it. So this is a version of Sea of Pickles Magician build. So Magician, which he dubbed, is just a mage build, but it includes higher cooldown and shock powder to have almost full invulnerability due to stun locking everything. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that's that part. Let's start with the ranged weapon. We've got a burst gale bow. We are using a burst gale bow because it's a wind bow which brings mobs closer, because I need them to be closer for the shock powder range. It's got charged shots, charged arrows pulls in enemies, which is very important, like I just said. It comes with charged arrows after roll or roll charge, very important for higher cooldown, and this one is gilded with Void Strike to deal extra damage. I've got Ricochet on there to bring in more mobs, but it's completely up to you. If you wanted to recreate a build like this, you wouldn't actually need Ricochet. You can change that out for something else. Then there's Burst Bowstring and cooldown shot, so that when we roll, we reduce our artifact cooldown by 4.5 seconds per roll. Onto the armor, we've got an Evocation Robe with minus 40% artifact cooldown and plus 15% movement speed aura. The guild is cooldown and there's no added cooldown. If you watch Sea of Pickles video, which I'll link in the top right over here, he uses 3 cooldowns to make sure everything is running smoothly, but honestly you only need 2 to have shock powder stun lock all mobs. Then we got Death Barter for the defense, Electrified for almost 2 million with lightning focus, almost 2 million damage per roll, just adding to that lightning damage. And yeah, that's the armor. We've also got a Frost Scythe, which slows mobs when attacking. Just got freezing on there. This one's gilded with Anima Conduit. We've got 2 times Prospector to make sure when we lose but Death Barter that we can very quickly refill it. And we've just got Dynamo for those tough mobs which take more than a single hit or a few strikes from the satchel of elements to kill, or aren't affected by shock powder. Things like mini bosses like raid captains or bosses, that's what it's useful for. Now onto the artifacts, we've got Light Feather, Thundering Quiver and shock powder. I find it pretty fitting that we've got a, this wasn't intentional by the way, we've got a blue melee weapon, blue Evocation Robe with Electrified, which is blue, Thundering Arrows, which is blue, and shock powder almost makes it look like realistic lightning strikes. And bringing them all together with charged arrows pulling enemies, it makes it almost look like a thunderstorm. I find it pretty cool. So yeah, I also found out when testing that things like Cowardice and plus 30% ranged damage do not affect the Thundering Quiver. So if you wanted to recreate it, you would not need either to do so. That's why I'm not running something like Archer's Armor or Frostbite Armor. So yeah, that is the build. I reckon we'll load into a level and check it out. I reckon we'll go, let's decimate pumpkin pastures. They didn't see what was coming. So yeah, if you liked this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what you thought of the build down below. And if you're keen to learn more about Minecraft Dungeons or would like more expert advice from myself and others, you can join my Discord server, which is in the link below. And with that, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Enjoy. not sure picking up those banners was probably a good idea, just because I'm only trying to showcase the build. We've got some Dynamo. Yep, but it should do pretty fine without. It's actually a very powerful build. As long as you don't get trapped by spiders which stop you from rolling, you should be completely fine. But anyway, yes, if we make it out safe and fine, it should go to show you how powerful this build is, I suppose. Of course, deflect is still going to be a threat, but we can still just eliminate them with Electrified. And when thundering arrows hit mobs, I'm not sure if you've noticed beforehand, but it does actually spread a little bit of damage to multiple different mobs. Whoa. Sorry, that could have been planned out a bit better. But yeah, as I was saying, thundering arrows, when they hit mobs, they don't just affect one mob. It attacks two other mobs nearby. So even if you have like something that gives you immunity, you can still pretty easily get rid of deflect mobs. Took a quick second longer, a few seconds longer to kill these guys, but the only reason they didn't kill me as well is because of the shock powder. You can tell how much of a difference that really makes. That was also a great example of shock powder really helping there. I don't think I could have survived that as easily if I didn't have it. Obviously that was a more tough situation. Creepers with deflect is crazy. You can't really kill that without killing yourself in this process.
You did it, and the villagers of the pumpkin pasture.
Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and joining my Discord. It really helps me out a ton, and I'll catch you in the next one.